You know, when it comes to this short dog Quita situation, after thinking about it probably more than what I should have been thinking about it, I've kind of come to the realization that, you know what? I just might have got it wrong when it comes to short dog. I just might have got it wrong when it comes to short dog. We'll talk about it after the 30. Good evening. Good evening. What's going on, good people? Hope everybody's doing all right. You all had a good Christmas with your family and friends, or if you were by yourself, hey, I hope you had a good day. If you were by yourself because you're locked up, I hope you had a good day. And speaking of locked up, let's talk about Queeta Queeta. So those of you who know, I've been tied into the story of Queeta Queeta for a little while now. A little while now. Been tied into this Queeta Queeta story. And just for the record, because there's a little confusion, right now, Queeta is sitting behind bars in the DeKalb County Jail. DeKalb. Did I get it right? I appreciate y'all corrections on how I was saying it first. Hey, it's not my fault the founders of y'all county didn't spell it phonetically correct, but DeKalb, like I'm going to DeKalb. She's sitting right now in the DeKalb County Jail. So Marcus, Atlanta Street Interviews, posted a video where it stated Quita has been released. Well, Marcus got her out of the Rockdale County Jail. She was held there for disorderly conduct because she got into it with her sister. Once she was released, or there was a hold on her from the DeKalb County Jail because of a warrant. There's a warrant for battery, family violence offense that was went into effect October the 13th, 2025. Quita stated that Short Dog is the one that filed the police report on her. It's for family battery and violence. They live together. So that makes sense. Quita is currently on parole. That's a misunderstanding. People say, well, is she on probation? Is she on papers? Quita is currently out on parole. Quita had a 20-year sentence. 20 years for the assault case that she got. She served 8 years in confinement. She has 12 years that she has to be on parole. So what that means is she's still on paper. Now, Short Dog, he on paper too. He just got out of prison as well. Now he's on parole and he's on papers as well. Now, here's why I have to ask myself, maybe I might have been wrong about Short Dog, because we gave Short Dog a lot of flack. Some of us did, for snitching, for calling the police on Quita, thinking, well, hey, they were in a fight. They were in disagreement. They stayed together. And why would he call the police on her? But the more I thought about it and the more I read y'all comments, the more I realized this Short Dog, he didn't have any other choice but to call the police on Quita. Short Dog, for his own protection and his own safety, he had to call the police on Quita. Think about it. Marcus did an interview with Quita back in October, right? Around October 13th, October 12th. Quita got in the truck, said, hey, me and Short Dog, we got into it. She had a scar on her, and she said something about what she did to him. I bit him in the head. Short Dog confirmed that. She bit him in the head. She also said she did some damage to her car, his Porsche. Now, I don't know if the damage was that extreme, all right? But there's damage done to his car. So I had to go step back and check myself and say, you know what? Short Dog didn't have any other choice. If Short Dog's on paper, Quita's on paper, what's part of the parole? You can't have any contact with law enforcement, right? So we see how aggressive Quita is. Now, Quita bit him in the head, attacked him, put her hands on. Oh, another example, when Marcus and Quita rolled up on Short Dog. Now, Marcus, here's where you better be careful, because Quita was riding with you. You rolling up on Short Dog. She's hopping out the car, and you telling her to wait, and you have no control over her. Now you become what? What's the word? Accomplice? A partner in the crime. So we saw the fire. We saw Quita likes to lay hands. And those of you in the comment for my last video, I want to thank y'all, because y'all pointed out some things as far as finally, you know, a man can call and say, hey, I'm being beat. I'm being bitten. My car's being destroyed. And Quita's being held accountable. So, yeah, Quita's in jail right now. But what choice did Short Dog have but to call? Because if Quita would have called first, he would be locked up. But he called first. Quita's locked up. Now, here's the question, or here's the thought. She goes to the judge for this situation with this battery, but Quita is on parole. I saw with my own eyes. I read the documentation. 20-year sentence. She did 8 years incarcerated, another 12 years. She's on parole. What y'all think is going to happen when she goes before the judge? Even though it's a misdemeanor, what's going to happen? I'll tell you what's going to happen. More than likely, she's going back to prison. Time will tell. We shall see. But I had to step back. I'd say, you know what? Maybe Short Dog didn't have what could he do? I mean, he can't put his hands now. If Short Dog would have put his hands on Quita, then guess what? He would have got beat down, and he'll probably have a warrant on him. Well, I don't think Quita will call on him, but still, why jeopardize that? Why take those chances? Now, and y'all in my comments, I appreciate y'all in the comments. A lot of y'all ladies and men made a good point that, hey, Rose 187, she said in 2025, these men finally locking these women up for putting hands in them, or says on them, as they should. Not saying he did, but got to wait to see what he says, and if so, what, right? Another lady, user QC, she said, Quita needs to keep her hands to herself now. If he would have hit her back, y'all have had something to say about that. That's a good point. But Quita really left that man no choice but to call the police on her for his own protection. One, the way Quita be running up to protect his body. Two, we know Quita took it out on his car and bit the man in his head. So I had to really rethink my view on Short Dog. So Short Dog, hey man, I kind of see why you had to do what you had to do. Now, Short Dog, it wasn't cool where you making it sound like somebody else had called the police on them, a task force and all that kind of stuff. That wasn't cool because you putting other people in jeopardy. But if you would have manned up and say, you know what, I called the police for my own protection, I get it. So, yeah, she got bailed out. She got bailed out yesterday from Rockdale County. All right. She was visiting her people over in Conroe. Her and her sister fell out. She got called. Police were called. She ran, running through the bushes, scratched up, according to her own words, and they caught her little butt. And they charged her with disorderly conduct. Marcus, she called Marcus. Marcus went to Rockdale County. Marcus paid the bail bonds lady $120 to make the bond. So technically she was released, but even though she was released, IRS before Q, she was released by Rockdale County. Guess what? DeKalb County picked her up because there's a hold because of the warrant for the battery, not the battery, let me get the right words, for the charges that Short Dog put on her as far as the domestic violence charges. So right now, Quita's in jail. She's in jail. And I saw a little confusion when I was looking online. People say, well, she got bonded out. Well, yeah, she did get bonded out of one, but now she's sitting there another. And also because she's on parole, look, she has a 20-year sentence for attacking and doing great bodily harm to that lady. 20 years. She only served 8 of them incarcerated. The other 12, she's on parole. And what's crazy to me is, your butt's on parole. And yet still you doing all this stuff in front of people online? Did you not know that your name will get out here? Did you not realize that people will look you up and down? Heck, I even know the lady that she attacked. Got her information. So that was the craziness of it, man. You better perhaps Quita dealing with Marcus may be the worst thing that could ever happen to her because she's choosing not to go the right way and the wrong way. You can't do that and be online. All right. So yeah, she got out of Rockdale County, but now she's sitting in DeKalb County. And when that hold hits from the Georgia Department of Corrections, I don't think she's going to see the light of day. But we'll see. The good thing is only a misdemeanor, right? It's a misdemeanor. So that under normal circumstances, that wouldn't be a big deal. But no, you on parole. What up, though? The mayor. I don't blame Short Dog. If he did call, look how she was treating him like a dog, using him while riding around with Marcus. Jenny, that's the other side of it, right? Short Dog was blowing up her phone. Yeah, he might have been mad. I would have been mad too. You stand in my house, I'm giving you my money, and you out doing what you do? And she was on the phone laughing about on the video. I'm like, hey, you know he's gonna see this, right? So he might have did out of anger, but once again, he has to protect himself as well, right? Vegas, she's about to do the rest of that time in prison. Hey y'all, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat. I'm just here, like I said, I did my video the other day, and I was kind of coming down on Short Dog, and I thought about it, and I was like, you know what? Maybe Short Dog wasn't in the wrong. And I read y'all comments, because a lot of y'all comments were saying, hey, wait a minute. If Short Dog did it, now we don't know if Short Dog did it or not. I have not read the paperwork on that. All right. Now I did read the paperwork on her actual charges, that 20-year charge, that 20-year sentence, 8 years confinement, 12 years parole. I did read that firsthand. But actually this new warrant, these new charges, I haven't read it firsthand, but put 2 and 2 together. It's a domestic battery charge. And guess what? She stayed with who? Short Dog, right? So I was coming on hard on them, saying, you know, think the title was snitching, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, man, no, chick bit you in the head. Then she gonna jack up your car, your Porsche at that. What's a man supposed to do? Y'all feel me? What's a man supposed to do? And he's on paper as well. All right, y'all. Let's see what y'all talking about in this chat here. Let's see. I'm blaming Short Dog. Wait. I blame Short Dog. If he did call, I don't blame Short Dog. I read that. What's up, Vegas girl? She's about to do the rest of the time in prison. She danced to the music. She got to pay the band. What? Tell me how old y'all are. Show me how old y'all are. There was a TV series. White guy. He played a detective, and he said, if you can't do the time, don't do the crime. If you know the answer to that, write it down in the chat. In the chat, all right? It is still a violation. Coming in contact with the police. Yeah. But you know, somebody made a statement, and it really hit me. It really hit me home. It really hit home because somebody made a statement that Quita is finally home for Christmas. I said, Quita's finally home for Christmas. She's in jail. But what they were saying was, because the girl is so incarcerated, so institutionalized, right? Because she's so institutionalized that really she feels the most comfortable at home. And the way her actions were on the street, I think she want to go back to jail. There you go. Linda B. Beretta. Y'all remember Beretta? Man, my mama used to watch Beretta. Then she used to watch MASH. And back when we only had like 3 or 4 stations to watch, you know. Hope everybody's Christmas is good. Hey, my Lions, we lost. Our season's over. We got one more game, but it's a wrap. Our season's over, and yeah, you know, it is what it is. But still, got to represent. Yeah, what up, though? Still got to represent, right? 1945, 1954. What's 1954? Is that for me? Yeah, Quita ain't. Hey, what happens to that money she made on YouTube? Dang, boy, that's crazy. Now Marcus did give a little teaser on y'all go there and check out Atlanta interviews, street interviews, and he did give a teaser where he confronted Short Dog, And Short Dog, I don't know nothing about that. Now, I don't know. Maybe he filled the report out so long ago, back in October, he forgot. Nah, he ain't forget. He ain't forget. But my thing is, hey man, there ain't nothing wrong with you saying, look, I called the police. I gotta protect myself. Shoot. I'm not trying to go back in jail over no that's another crazy thing. Short Dog, if you out here on parole, why you out here doing all your illegal activity on the street, man? I know you weren't on YouTube like that. Quita and Marcus kind of brought you into that, but man, you better lay low, man. That's right, Linda. Don't do the crime if you can't do the time. Don't do it. Sad but true. All right, y'all. Hey, thanks for stopping in. Hit the like button on your way out. I appreciate y'all. Y'all know I don't believe it. Don't take a long time to say what we got to say. Y'all enjoy the rest of your night, and definitely keep you updated because this Queeta Queeta situation is it's an interesting story. It's interesting, but we'll see what happens. All right, thanks for watching. Be safe out here, y'all. Watch yourselves. It's getting tight, man. You got folks that's hungry out here. And boys are hungry, and they're doing a lot of stuff. They're doing a lot of stuff. So make sure you watch yourself, all right? Make sure you watch yourself. All right, have a good night. Merry Christmas. Y'all take care. Bye.